Hi guys, my name is Lee Evans, and I'm here tonight to share with you my nursing philosophy and where I see the nursing industry headed. There was a couple reasons why I chose this format of more of a face-to-face interaction with you. First, it's I really like the more personal touch. I like that you're able to see me. That you can kind of get a sense for who I am and what type of nurse I want to become. It also gives me a chance, hopefully, that I'll get to see you and learn what kind of nurse that you want to be as well. It gives it more of a basis for how we work together in the future. Second, my techie skills aren't that great. Let's just say they're non-existent. And this is all I got. So, with that said, let's get on to my philosophy. My philosophy in nursing is really summed up best by a parable that I once heard attributed to the Hawaiian culture. It goes something like this. There's an older man that one morning walks out onto the beach, and as he's walking onto the beach, he realizes that it's covered with starfish that had been washed ashore from a storm during the night. As he's trying to pick his way through the beach, he notices in the distance a young boy. He begins to walk to him. And as he walks to the boy, he calls out to him, "Hey son, what are you doing?" Because he realizes that the young boy is picking up starfish and throwing them back into the ocean. He says, "What are you doing? Can't you see how many starfish there are? You can't make a difference." The young boy looks at him thoughtfully and bending down, picking up another starfish and throwing it into the ocean, he says, "I made a difference to that one." I think it's that kind of personal focus that really guides my nursing philosophy. Focus on the individual, the one. I know that we never get to work with just one client at a time, and oftentimes our roles, especially as public health nurses or what have you, deal with many people. I think it's still the focus of the one. Realizing that each person is an individual, each person has a background and a story, and a culture that they come from. And I think it's kind of our duty as nurses to find out more about that and find out how we can best help them. I have 3 ideas for you about how that works. First idea is cultural humility. Realizing that healthcare in other cultures isn't going to be the same as ours. And their cultural beliefs won't always mesh with our understanding. I don't believe that it's our position as a healthcare provider to judge that other culture or to try and fit them into our box. I think that if we're to change and to give them more knowledge and understanding than they have about health and care, then that's best done by stepping into their shoes, by trying to immerse ourselves into their culture and to find out best from them how we best fit into their culture. Secondly, let me turn the page. Second idea is like that boy throwing starfish. Just one person can make a difference. For nurses, this can happen as they cultivate an understanding regarding local and global issues, as we actively participate in professional organizations, and as we seek to shape healthcare policy. Then we're in a better position to form coalitions that join temporarily around a common goal, such as humanitarian efforts. As the most trusted profession, nurses make a difference as informed patient advocates. Finally, it's better to focus on individuals than statistics. Statistics are less motivating for the average individual than personal stories are in getting them to act, getting one another to act. Similarly, an effective nursing practice focuses on the individual as unique and worthy of care. As nurses endeavor to relate to their patients on a personal level, as opposed to thinking of them as bed 104, they can provide better client-centered care. I think that really sums up my focus, the individual. And I see that with this focus, it prepares you and I to step into a hole that's been created in our healthcare. I see that hole is in primary and preventative care. With the passing of the Affordable Care Act, which really focuses on primary care and on preventative care, there's this hole. And physicians have been moving away from this primary preventative care for a long time now. There's something like 30% of physicians that go into the primary care realm. I believe that nurses can help to fill this gap. With millions of people now having access to healthcare, there needs to be providers like you and I to help them and to help provide for them. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch my video, and I look forward to working with you on future projects. Thank you and have a good night.